Been putting in a lot of work in the offseason. You might have seen on social media his underwater workouts with Drew Moore and the Celtics trainers. And this Boston team is locked and loaded, ready to go. The season is underway. First of 5 preseason games for the Celtics before they start the regular season October 22nd at the Garden. Here's Luke Cornett in the starting lineup. Sprays it out. Drew Holiday, one of the best three-point shooters in the league last year, missed his first look. If you're looking at the history of NBA champions trying to defend their title, it hasn't happened since the Warriors, as Michael Porter misses a 3. And in fact, since the Warriors lost the finals the next year in 2019 against Toronto, an NBA champion hasn't made it past the second round following season.
Really, I mean, the parity that the NBA has wanted, small markets, you know, you see Denver, Milwaukee, it is a different NBA right now. And I do believe it is harder to repeat. There's luxury tax, and no one could score but Jokic and Murray, and that's a lot. Like, you got to have different guys. The new NBA is you got to have guys that can play big and come up big, especially late in the game. What is the deal with Denver? Do they just solely believe in Porter, Nikola Jokic, and Jamal Murray, or are there some young guys that we're not giving enough credit to?
Nice pocket pass, Holiday to Cornett. Ends up with White, 10 to shoot. Bumped by Murray, and Derek White on the floater as the first 2 for the Celtics.
Saw a lot of that this summer in the Olympics with Derek White.
I could get the ball.
I don't know about that. Yeah?
Yeah,
we'll have to test that. We'll have to test that on social.
Omission from that roster, which got a lot of people talking. Jason Tatum's playing time, another talking point. But White and Holiday were key contributors for Team USA. As Tatum hoists a 3 off the heel, and Gordon's got the rebound for the Nuggets. Drew Holiday, for the second time in his career, won an NBA championship and an Olympic gold medal in the same calendar year as that's Boston ball. Only the second player ever to do that twice.
Yeah. You know who the other one is?
Yeah, I do. Do you?
Yeah.
Say it.
Scottie Pippen.
Boom. Nice. Somebody read Dick Leip's notes. There's Christian Brown on the attack. 2 Denver players in the vicinity. Ends up with Brown for 3.
That's guard. He's tough in transition, but he's got to make shots.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope to Orlando, 3 years, $66 million. Second year in a row that they've lost a key contributor. Murray from the corner. That's good, and that's a great sign for the Nuggets because Murray has really struggled since the playoffs last year. He was almost a non-factor for Team Canada in the Olympics.
Yeah, Celtics deciding to double-team Nikola Jokic, and historically has not been a good idea against the Denver Nuggets.
Great ball movement. Brown missed the 3. There's that dead
year. They emphasized something for about 2 or 3 months, just to kind of, you know, it kind of just curb it a little bit, and then the game will get back to normal and like habits will be formed. But right now, there've been a lot of off-ball pushes.
Good luck to Christian Brown in this matchup. 0-on-0 against Tatum. He feeds Holiday for 2.
Love Holiday in that low dunker position. I think he's one of the best dunkers, not just for a guard, low dunker players in the NBA.
And the fact that he was okay settling into that role, a guy who a couple years before was really the primary ball handler for a champion, testament to him and this Celtics team as Aaron Gordon drops it in.
And you can see, I mean, Gordon is another guy that's going to have to do more offensively. But with Drew Holiday, what makes him really dangerous is he could go from that low spot to peel out to the corner, and he's a very good corner three-point shooter, best in the league last year.
Yeah, by a mile.
It's just, you know, I mean, maybe if he was this tan, he'd get more love from the media.
Celtics throw it away. A little 2-on-1. Porter challenging Tatum, who lets him go by. You don't think Jokic gets enough love from the media? 3-time MVP?
No, there's a, I don't know anymore, but there was a section of Jokic haters out there.
Yeah.
And I don't.
To have a road game against the Raptors Tuesday, October 15th at Toronto. That's 1 week before the regular season starts. You got your passport ready, Scal?
I do.
So do I. That was almost a disaster last year. Gordon goes way upstairs. Jokic tried to
through that pass. He's just such a good player.
Those 2 guys were so in sync too. Yeah. Porter, the early leader on the score sheet. He's got 5 of 11 for Denver.
This is where I want to see Tatum go to work, like aggressive work.
Size advantage against Murray. Shoots it right over the top. It rims out.
You know, with Tatum, obviously all year long. Doing that. You know, it's finding the balance of both. It's how aggressive can you be and when to move the ball. And that's like the next level that Tatum has to get to. It's doing both. And he's done it in the past, but it's like, I think over the course of 82 games, playoffs, everything, you've got to have a balance of both of those things.
Gordon trying to use a size advantage against Holiday. Leaves it for Porter, who's got 7. See Joe Mazzulla now stamped as an NBA champion as he enters year 3 at the helm of the Boston Celtics. And it's amazing how quickly the narrative can change as Jaylen Brown splashes a triple. No one's questioning Joe anymore.
Were they questioning him last year? Because I just, you know, I understand the first year, given the circumstances of taking over, but last year you could never question him as a coach. He did a great job, and his players were backing him.
I agree. There's Jokic. A little stutter step to the hole.
Yeah, it's sort of like a slow pass fake. That's new.
He's added something to his bag of tricks. Still playing with those 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Brown on the attack. And Jokic ahead to Murray. This is good to see the starters playing for majority of the first quarter. Porter gives it up. Good recovery by White, one of the best shot blocking guards in the league. Looks incredible. I want to know how Forsberg got that assignment. It's not fair.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that assignment.
I want to check that out.
I don't know how we did not get the invite, but give him credit.
Tatum on the follow. Forsberg's got that Jokic tan going too. He looks good. He enjoyed himself in Abu Dhabi.
I am happy for Forsberg. I am. I'm genuinely happy. I just don't understand how we're not on this trip.
It definitely is more convincing when you say you're happy for him like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I am happy for him. So I just want to be clear before.
Ooh, Russ.
Is this like a new Russell Westbrook here?
Spot up shooter.
Well, he's going to have to knock down shots. His team, as good as they are, they're not a great shooting team on paper, but things change.
Xavier Tillman's in the game for the Celtics, replacing Luke Cornett, who got the start. 5 minutes left in the first. It's Holiday. He loves that lefty runner, and he gets the tap in himself.
I do love the toughness across the board of the Celtics. I think each guy can play anywhere. You see offensive rebounds by Tatum and then followed by Drew Holiday. Those things make a big difference.
Jokic gets fouled by White. A microcosm of how sports narratives are shaped sometimes, like a sliding doors moment like that.
For sure.
It changes everything. Here's White.
And everyone thinks it's at the end of a game. It's not always at the end of a game that the narrative is set. Like, we remember Steph Curry, but if that, I think it was about 6 minutes, 6:30 to go, if that shot goes down, a lot of things change.
There's Gordon for 3. Steph hadn't even really been shooting it that well until the fourth quarter explosion.
Correct. Yeah. A lot of things. There's a shot that you were talking about in the pregame show, which is Tatum going to be, he didn't shoot the ball well during the playoffs, and he didn't shoot the ball well during the summer.
Apparently made a tweak to his shooting form. Got 3, and now the Celtics have the lead as Derek White goes